I'm here to help all you beginners with fleets. Greetings and hello there everyone, it's me, your ever-loving Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good, here with my beginner's guide to ships and fleets. As you all know, I have started 2 free-to-play accounts here in the last year. In addition, I started a Hyperdrive account. We're going to talk about how to do ships free-to-play. We're going to talk about how to do ships on the Hyperdrive, on a Hyperdrive bundle. They are not very different, but they're different, and we're going to talk about all the things in between. So, we'll put some timestamps in here for you. So let's get started with your beginner's guide to ships and fleets. Now, ships and fleets open up at level 60. In the game, if you're playing free-to-play or you're not opening up the Hyperdrive bundle until later, you're going to start getting handed ships somewhere around level 50. They're going to start doing little battles for you. You're going to get like, they're going to give you a Geo Soldier ship. They're going to give you, I think, a TIE Fighter. They're going to give you a few ships before you get to level 50. So then the question comes in for you when you hit, or before you hit level 60. When you hit level 60, what are the best ships to farm? What are you doing in ships? What are the goals? What should you be doing? Well, let's start with the goals first. I don't like talking about what ships to farm, etc. before talking about the goals. And there are 2 primary goals with ships when you hit that level 60 mark, beginners hitting level 60. The first primary goal is going to be Fleet Arena. Now, Fleet Arena, this is a big, huge goal. If you look at the prizes in Fleet Arena, you can see here, when you start getting to the top 50, you start getting these crystals every day. And crystals, boys and girls, this is a free-to-play account. I have 2,300 crystals on my free-to-play account. I'm getting 50 every day in Fleet Arena right now. Now, this isn't true for everybody. It's not true how it works for all. But generally speaking, if you follow this guide, you'll be able to climb up into the top 50 of Fleet Arena within a week or 2, depending on where you start. If you start lower in Fleet Arena, around 2,000, 1,500 to 2,000, it's going to take you more time. You get lucky like I did and start at level 180, or at number 180 in Fleet Arena on the day you hit level 60, you'll be able to climb up faster, but then maybe fall back and then climb back up again. Somewhere around the 2-3 week margin or rate time period is where you'll be able to climb up into the top 50 in Fleet Arena. Start getting crystals every day. Crystals, boys and girls, are the most important currency in the game. They're more important than anything else you get. You want to hear about that? Go watch my beginner's guide to everything else, my farming guides. But just watch me play through my Jabba the Hutt free-to-play account. You'll see how important crystals are. So that's a side conversation. So you want to start getting into the top 50, top 20 if you can, but that's tough if you're free to play. Really tough if you're free to play. So with that as the first goal, the second goal is fleet battles. You want to be able to start getting through these fleet battles. Now, this isn't that difficult early on. You got to do the easy and the hard. You're going to focus on hard first because it's going to help you farm some ships you want, like Sunfax, Geonosian Starfighter, like the Slave One, perhaps you're going to be going for Jabba the Hutt. You want to get the Outrider. Help you start farming ships that you want and need on your roster. Now, the second big goal of Fleet Arena is right here in Fleet Challenges. And I say second big because the fleet battles themselves, this is just something you're going to build up for over time. Okay, that's just it kind of comes with the territory, okay? Now, Fleet Challenges. This is really, if you hear nothing out of this video, and I harp on it all the time, and some of you guys out there are like groaning right now because I talk about it all the time. For a free-to-play player who does not do the Hyperdrive bundle drops you in at level 85 immediately. Boom, you're level 85. You get some Zetas, and you're just off to the races. You can do this anyway. But the Ship Ability Materials Challenge, you see it right here, recommended level 78 plus. You've got to be ready for level 78 in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Ships, and Fleets. And here's the reason. The possible rewards for this, and this Ship Ability Materials Challenge pops up 3 times a week. Monday, Thursday, Sunday? I think that's what it is. 3 times a week. You've got to be ready for this. At Tier 2, before you get to Tier 3, and this is Tier 2 is available at level 68. Fine. You're getting these Prestige, which you use for your big capital ships, and the blue, green, and you're getting the shipbuilding materials. Fine. When you hit Tier 3, you start getting Zeta mats. And boys and girls, again, go watch my other videos, my other playlists, my beginner's guides, my farming guides. Zetas they're just the engine that makes your kid transforms so many characters from being bad or okay into being great or awesomeness. So Zetas are super, super duper, big time, cats and dogs, getting along, important to your game. If you hear nothing else, be ready for level 78. Now, what does level 78 require? It requires all the ships have to be 5 stars or higher, all these ships. It requires the Executrix, which is Grand Moff Tarkin's capital ship, and then 6 non-capital ships at 5 stars or higher for all of those. So we're going to talk a lot about how to get to that level. You can see right over there to the left, I'm earning my Executrix shards. I haven't done this. Oh, this just opened up for me and I just noticed it. You can see something special here, boys and girls. So this is kind of, well, maybe, I don't know, I might fail this. So over here is where I'm actually earning Executrix shards, and I can't believe I have not noticed this. It opened up at level 82. I've been at level 82 for like a week, and I didn't pay attention, so let's go ahead and play this battle. A little bonus for you guys. So let's talk about this first. So as you move through the game, you'll get the opportunity to open up and earn higher levels of Executrix. See here at level 60, you can get level 1-star Executrix, level 62, 2-star, level 68, 3, level 75, 4-star. Then at level 82, which I'd forgotten about, you get to your 5-star Executrix. Let's see if I should be able to beat this. You can see right now the ships I'm going to tell you to farm. It's the Geo Star ships, and this is for free to play. Again, I'm going to get into the Hyperdrive bundle later, but let's go ahead and get our 6-star Malevolence out of the way. You guys get to watch this right now. I truly did not know this was coming. I'm actually so pleasantly surprised right now. And I don't know why. I just didn't think to look or whatever, but pay attention to my beginner's guide because you're going to learn things that I didn't even know. How about them apples? All right, my Geo ships are here. I want to get to my Geo Spy special and try to knock Biggs out right here. Can we take him out? Almost. Just a basic right there. Okay. Now, you always got to attack the Phantom before the Ghost if you can, but I can't here because what's going to happen is, hang on. I'm going to go with my Slave one because I got it more upgraded than anybody else. This is a better upgraded ship. Let's just go ahead and get rid. So that's why the Phantom tends to taunt whenever the Ghost gets in trouble or when I get a reinforcement. So you got to go for that. You got to go for the Phantom first. Let's get on this. This isn't going... Well, I mean... As long as I finish it, I don't even have to 3-star this. We're going to get this. We're going to finish this. Okay, hang on. Right there. Getting that Slave one's about to smack them both. Boom! Hits everybody, has target lock. Thank you very much. We're about to kill Phantom unless he brings on a taunt. It's not a taunt. It's Cassian. That's annoying. Let's go ahead and take out the Ghost. All right, Ghost gone. I can see my turn meters over here. Phantom gone. And now I'm just going to auto this. I'm just going to straight auto it. They don't have time for another reinforcement. And we're going to finish off this and get our 6-star. Man, this could be as easy as you see me doing it right here if you follow my instructions we're about to give you. I'm so glad I was able to demo this. This is what it's like to unlock different star levels of your capital ships. And for this one, the Executrix. Let's go get that. Pop out. There's my Executrix. I get some Prestige. I get some Omegas. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Now we're going to go ahead and upgrade. We're going to upgrade our Executrix to 6 stars right now. Man. I'm very happy with that. So anyway, be ready for level 78. Be ready for level 78 because you got to get those Zetas every day. Now, we'll talk about that in a second. I'm just going to demo this, upgrading these ships as you go along. So the Executrix becomes your most important capital ship. Well, I've got 1 million. Boom. Level 85. 6 stars. Look at them apples. I've only got level 70 right now because I can't afford to upgrade it anymore. So I should be able to start upgrading that pretty soon. Okay, I got to focus on this Executrix a little more. Okay, so that was fun. Little side trip there, a little fun for everybody. Now, getting to level 78 for a free-to-play player and getting a bunch of 5-star ships. How do you do that stuff? The ships you're going to focus on, you just saw them, which me, right there. Your Geonosian ships, your Geo Spy ship, and your Geo Soldier. These are both going to be available in the Galactic War Shop for the most part. Your Sunfac Geo Starfighter, you saw where you could farm that in, and we'll show you where you can farm all these. The other ships you're looking at to get to those first 5-star ships at level 78, you're going to focus on, where are we here? The TIE Silencer with Kylo Ren or the TIE Fighter, and I'll show you why in a second. and or TIE Fighter. Probably one of them is all you're going to be able to get free to play. So that's 4 for us so far. Ahsoka Starfighter is the 5th ship, and the 6th one is going to be a little bit unexpected. It's going to be this First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. Now, the 5 dark side ships are the ships that are going to get you a 5-star Executrix, which is what you need to do this. So make sure you're upgrading your Tarkin, getting those 5 dark side ships, and Ahsoka's is... I did this wrong, didn't I? I had 7... You know, sometimes I'm a little dumb. 5, 6, you get it. I got you. So, where are you going to farm these ships? And again, this is a beginner's guide, so we're going to start with where you get these initial ships. We'll talk later about what you farm after you have those ships upgraded, which you might have just seen for me as well. So, where am I going to get these ships? The Galactic War Store, right there. You see Geospy is right there. You're going to farm Geospy right here every time it comes up. Again, guys, the best early team to finish Galactic War every day is your Imperial Troopers with a Veers lead, early on an Iden lead. Again, go watch my free-to-play playlist. You'll find it in there. That's the best early team to finish Galactic War every day. Make sure you got a bunch of currency in there. So, Geospy, Geosoldier. Occasionally, you'll find Sunfac in here. You'll find Ahsoka's, Geospy, Geosoldier, and Ahsoka are going to be in this shop a lot. Okay, so keep that in mind. The other place you're going to find these guys is in the Fleet Arena store. Now, this is going to start opening. You're going to start getting Fleet Arena tokens for where you finish every day in the Fleet Arena. And you can see it right now. I'm actually farming Wedge Antilles X-Wing in anticipation of getting Jabba and Jedi Knight Luke down the road. That's not for you at the beginning. What you're going to focus on in here is Sunfax Geonosian Starfighter. You can farm it in here, and you're going to need to get some extra shards of this fighter. You're going to need to farm Sunfax Geo Starfighter in this shop. You can also farm the Soldier and Spy. I don't know if I'd recommend it too much because you can farm them easily in the Galactic War Store in there. You can also, as your guild starts competing and doing territory battles, you can also buy the Sunfac ship here. I'd only buy Sunfac ship here and nothing else. So that covers the 3 Geo ships, except let's talk a little bit more about the Geo ships before we move forward. Where am I flipped? Over here. I can't click on the right thing. You're going to be also farming Sunfac's ship here in Hard Node 2 of Fleet Battles, right here. So you're going to farm, you're going to like triple up on this. You're going to get Sunfac ship here, quadruple up. It's going to show up in the Galactic War store sometimes, and it's going to be in the Fleet Arena store sometimes, and it's going to be in your Get One currency sometimes. Use all those places to farm Sunfac's ship. Now, if we're going to farm Sunfax, we're going to farm the Geo ships, we have to farm the Geo characters. So where are we going to get those? We're going to start off with Sunfac because he is actually very recently in the game, he's become the easiest Geonosian to farm, which is really strange because for literally years, it was not that way. Literally years, it was not that way. 7.5 years. Okay, so in the guild activity store, you're going to be getting this from your guild doing raids. You're going to get this currency down here that you can buy Sunfac with. And right here, he is. Where did I pass him? I think I passed him. Where is Sunfac? That sneaky devil. Right there, right in the middle of your screen. You can buy 10 shards of Sunfac for 200 currency. I can't buy anymore because I've got him at 7 stars. So you need to do this 33 times to get a 7-star Sunfac. And guys, getting these Geos to 7 stars, a 7-star character makes your ship better. Every star, every level, every gear piece, every gear level you add to your characters makes your ships better, okay? So you're gonna unlock Sunfac, and I should have said at the beginning of the video, all the video has important things for Hyperdrive. Maybe I'll say it later when I go back to Hyperdrive. So, you can unlock him here. You need this 33 times 200. That's 6,600 guild currency from raids. That's not going to take you very long. So you're going to get Sunfac to 7 stars here. Where are you going to farm Geo Soldier and Geo Spy? It's going to be in the Cantina battles. Right here, the very first battle in the game is going to be your Geo Soldier node. You're going to farm this node until you're going to sim it until you have Geo Soldier at 7 stars. Once you finish him, you're going to pop over here to get Cantina node 4. You're going to get Geo Spy to 7 stars here as well. You're going to be upgrading their levels. You're going to be upgrading their gear levels. You're going to keep these guys upgraded to make sure your fleets are as good as possible for Fleet Arena. To climb the Fleet Arena, you need fleet characters as high as possible, and that means these Geos at the beginning. for free-to-play players, okay? That's step one. Step two, where are you gonna find the shards for Kylo Ren's TIE Silencer and or the TIE Fighter, the TIE Fighter Pilot and TIE Fighter. They're also right here in Cantina battles. So once you finish Geonosian Spy, you're gonna come over and you're gonna farm this node right here. It's gonna double you up. You can see I've got Kylo Ren unmasked at 100 shards. I can unlock him at 7 stars right now. But I've got the TIE Silencer at 5 stars, which is where I need it. I need a dark side ship at 5 stars. And I can farm this one node every day and get both of these things done. However, you can also choose, if you would like, to come over to this node, 4B, and do the TIE Fighter Pilot instead, because it's the exact same thing. It's TIE Fighter Pilot, and it's the TIE Fighter. Now, I don't have these ships upgraded because I didn't farm this node. The one benefit of doing this over Kylo Ren's Silencer, I did Kylo Ren because I love KRU as a character. He ends up being a great plug-and-play tank for me early in the game. The TIE Silencer is my favorite ship in the game, but it won't really be super usable until you get the Finalizer down the road. But the reason you might want to do TIE Fighter and TIE Fighter Pilot over Kylo Ren is simply because these two are required to have if you're going to go get the Executor as one of your early farms. So if you're going to go for Executor, you want to do the TIE Fighter instead, but that's where you get the TIE Fighter and the character, or Kylo Ren unmasked and his ship. That's where you do that. Now, where are you going to get, we're going to go right back to this same store, Guild Activity, where you're going to get the Special Forces First Order TIE Fighter Pilot and TIE Fighter. You're going to get them here. Let's scroll back up a little bit. Actually, you can spend this currency, the Guild Tokens currency, which you get by doing, by doing Cantina. No, you get it every day by doing guild activities every day. That's what it is. So right here in this node right here, where right now you see the fighter, it alternates between the character, the Special Forces TIE Fighter Pilot, and the Special Forces TIE Fighter. Only farm the TIE Fighter here with this. You don't want to farm the TIE Pilot. He's very easy to get later. Only use this currency when you're going to 5 stars. You can see I stopped at 5 stars. I stopped cold. I don't want this. This is not a great ship. This ship only works in a Finalizer fleet down the road. This ship is not a great ship. But I needed it to unlock the Executrix at 5 stars, so when I hit level 78, I was good to go. Okay, so you're going to farm this ship only in this node. Don't farm the pilot here. What you're going to do is you're going to scroll down to where we were a minute ago with Sunfac. The scrolling is hard. You can also pick the character and do it there. You're going to farm the TIE Fighter Pilot right here, Special Forces TIE Pilot. You can also farm the TIE Fighter here. Again, it's only 4 shards on the TIE Fighter every time, so, you know, mix and match that as you will. That's where you farm that. Ahsoka, you're going to get in the, like we mentioned before, the Galactic Workshop. Ahsoka's Starfighter shows up there a lot. You're going to farm Ahsoka here. She's also in a shop. I'm going to back up here. She's also available in a shop. You're going to get her in the Cantina Battle Shop. Now, in the Cantina Battle Shop, I always think you should get Boba Fett first, take him to 7 stars, and then take Ahsoka to 7 stars while you're getting her ship to 5 stars, and you get Ahsoka. You're going to have, it's a great ship to have down the road, too, for your Galactic Republic fleet. That covers it. That covers it. That gets you ready for level 78. It's a great way to play early. It's a great way to play early in Fleet Arena. I showed you guys, I'm still using the Geos. If I did a battle right here, I'm still using my Geos as my main fleet here. But now we're going to pivot this video. We're going to pivot it to later in the game. I'm not even at level 85 yet. I'm at level 82, and I'm starting to pivot now. And we'll talk about the Hyperdrive bundle now, okay? Took us a minute, but we're here. Now, for those of you that skip forward to the Hyperdrive bundle, there is a lot of useful information before this. I should have mentioned it earlier, and I apologize. There's useful information about leveling up characters, how to level them up, what you got to get ready for. Previously, you know, farming. We'll talk about some of that here, though, too. So it'll probably be covered here, but I don't want you to miss out on useful information that could help you as well earlier in the video. So Hyperdrive bundle and getting later in the game. I'm level 82. I'm starting to think about my bounty hunter ships. The way to start here with the free-to-play player is with your Geos. If you purchase the Hyperdrive bundle, and when you get later in the game, you're going to shift that focus over to bounty hunter ships. And I'm going to pull them all up here. These guys, these bounty hunter ships, drive so many things in this game. It's really hard to actually put into words. As an early game player, as a late game player, not only do they perform great under an Executrix. So if I go to my capital ships here, if I go Capital ships. I go to capital ships. Okay. I've got my Executrix now at 6 stars, right? Those bounty hunter ships perform really well under an Executrix lead for like the first 6 months of the game until people start unlocking Executors that you can place. You can climb to the top. You can climb to the top of Fleet Arena with the Executrix and bounty hunter ships. If you got the pilots all leveled up, you got 7-star ships, etc. Until like 6 months into the game. And I want to make that clear. There used to be people that were climbing my Fleet Arena until people got Executors with the Executrix and those bounty hunter ships. Let's go back to those bounty hunter ships. And a word, a small word here. Everyone may notice I'm not upgrading my home one and my endurance. It's not helping me that much. You know, a light side fleet can be really important. You know, those, I mentioned that the ability materials challenges in your fleets, we'll go back to those real quick. Ability materials challenges in your fleets come up every day, and there's different ones. You know, I talked about the ship ability materials challenge, which, by the way, if you're in Hyperdrive, you got to go do this and make sure you're getting Zeta mats 3 times a week, right? But these shipbuilding materials, I am not maxing these out yet. I'm not maxing these out yet. I can't get, because I don't, they require, this one requires, I think it's Akbar, and then your enhancement droids requires Windu. Now, I could use some more shipbuilding materials, but I'm still doing okay. It's not really killing me. Later on, I will come around to upgrading my home one and upgrading my endurance here with Mace Windu and Akbar. The problem is that if I show you here, you guys saw it. You can see it right now. With all of these upgrades and work that I've done, right now I have 27,000 shipbuilding materials, which is absolutely nothing. These are actually a little harder to come by even than credits early in the game. So that's why I've only done my one fleet, my Executrix fleet, early. Now let's get back into this. Hyperdrive bundle, and you players out there, as you start to get into the high 80s, you're going to start focusing on these bounty hunter ships. And that is going to be the Slave 1, Xanadu Blood, IG-2000, Houndstooth, and the Razor Crest. Now, I'm not going to go through the details of how to farm each one of these ships. That's kind of the stuff I went over early. But you do have to farm the characters and the ships for these. They're in different places. Slave 1 is in fleet battles. Xanadu Blood is, well, look at here. Slave 1 is going to be in fleet battles. You're going to do that 2B hard fleet battle. That's where you're going to farm it. As soon as it opens, start farming it every day. Boba Fett, I mentioned earlier, you're going to get in Cantina, the Cantina shop. You're gonna get our pal Cad Bane in the Galactic War Store. That's in addition to your Geo ships and Ahsoka ship. You're gonna get Cad Bane in there as well. And the Xanadu Blood is a regular energy farm. For those of you spending crystals, hey, these are 1,000 crystals for 10 shards. It is what it is. You know, ships are expensive. They're slow. It can be worth it to do it as well. The IG-2000, IG-88 is available in your Squad Arena shop. The shop, Squad Arena shop, and he should be like the 4th character you farm after Tarkin, Leia, I feel like there's somebody else in there, Savage Opress, and then maybe IG-88. And there you're gonna get this here, and he's in a regular, the ship is in a regular node farm. Houndstooth, this is gonna open up at level, you're gonna be able to farm the Houndstooth, what level? You can't farm Bosk until level 85, which stinks, but it's true, level 85. If you've got the Hyperdrive bundle, farm Bosk every day, farm the Houndstooth every day. I'll show you where that is in a second. And then the Razor Crest. I clicked out here, sorry. The Razor Crest. You need to be grabbing Razor Crest shards. Every character should be grabbing Razor Crest shards. Bounty Hunters, here. From the very beginning of the game. Now, where do you find these? Right now, it looks like they're not... Oh, no, they're not available except with crystals. You can buy them with crystals, But this is available in the Fleet Arena shop, and I'll show you that here right now. The shipment in the Fleet Arena shipment, right here where you see Resistance X-wing at the top, that will occasionally be the Razor Crest, and that's why I haven't spent these. I have 2,690 currency right now. I have not spent it on the Zetas. I want to make sure if the Razor Crest pops up, I can buy it. I want to make sure if Darth Vader pops up down here, I can buy him. Or General Grievous pops up down here, I can buy him. You see, I'm also farming Wedge Antilles ship to 7 stars right now to go for Jedi Knight Luke. But I'm a little farther along in my count than some of you are, but maybe not. Maybe you're going for Jabba, you need Wedge Antilles. Wedge also pops up in the Galactic War Store pretty frequently. So, but the Razor Crest you're going to grab in there, or with crystals, that's where it pops up. You're also going to have to farm Beskar Mando. That requires all of the Mandalorian characters. I can go down here to Scoundrels. and because you can't really pull up that team. That's going to involve the Mandalorian, Grief Karga, and you're going to have to farm Queel, IG-11, Cara Dune. That's the team you're going to have to farm to unlock Beskar Mando. So back into the game here. Let's talk a little bit more turkey about ships and fleet arena, how it works. So free-to-play players, you start with Geos, you transition your way into bounty hunters. Hyperdrive bundle people, you just go straight with bounty hunters. What do bounty hunters lead you to? They lead you to the Millennium Falcon, which you need to have if you're going to get the Profundity later on. You need the Millennium Falcon to get Jedi Knight Luke unlocked. And you need the bounty hunters themselves to unlock Chewbacca, who's a really important character in the game. I forgot to mention the Hounds tooth. I'll get to that in a second for boss. Then you need the bounty hunters for your Profundity. You need the Millennium Falcon to work with, not to unlock Profundity, but you need it in that fleet. You need the bounty hunters to work with the Executor. That's the main fleets, and you got to farm all these guys. You need all the ships at 7 stars, all the characters maxed out, and these are the ships that work with the Executor, our bounty hunter ships. So I think I've said almost everything I need to say on a beginner's guide for Fleet Arena, but one more thing I forgot to mention, and it's this. As soon as the Jango Fett node opens to you, and the Jango Fett node is in 8D hard light side, I think it opens up around level, I should have looked it up, somewhere between 79 to 81, somewhere in that level range. Farm it every freaking day of your life. Not only to get Jango Fett, because he's basically a solo artist to unlock Padme, but you gotta be farming the Hounds tooth. Boys and girls, another lesson from this video. I hope you've tuned into this point. Let me know in the comments if you have. Ship farms take twice as long as character farms. The character farms have been around for longer than a year. You get 1 shard for every ship farm you do. You get 2 shards for every character that's been around for longer than a year in the game. So ship farms take twice as long. Farm the Houndstooth and this Jango Fett node every single day. You can see I got 88 shards right now for it. I've been farming it for about 44 days. You get about 2 a day, something like that. I'll farm Bosk as soon as I can every single day. And these are all the things I want to say to beginners and fleets. I guess I didn't say early on that ship farms take longer. They're just longer. I'll give you one more piece of advice. I talk about it all the time. When I look at rosters down the road that haven't made progress or are missing ships, there are 3 or 4 unmanned ships that really every character should be farming, and they are the TIE Bomber. I've been farming this ship from the moment I've been able to. It's in Queel's node, 5A hard. It opens up early. This Imperial TIE Bomber, you need it at 7 stars for the Executor, so you gotta farm it as early as possible. And it's also a great ship to throw in with your Executrix fleet once you can afford to upgrade it, which I haven't been able to upgrade it yet. It's at level 9. I don't have any shipbuilding materials to upgrade it with. The other 2 primary ships that I look at are Separatist ships, because I think the Malevolence should be your first big capital ship that you farm once you get to currency with when your guild's doing Geonosis territory battles. That's where you get it from. It's the Vulture Droid. Which is also found on Iden Versio. You're going to get Iden Versio for this. She's a great character to use with your leftover Imperial Troopers. And then you need to farm the Hyena Bomber every day. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I know these farms are painful. You only get 1 of these every day. And people say to me, I never started it because it was going to take so long. That's the opposite of how you should be thinking about this. It's going to take so long, so invest in it early. It's just like investing in an IRA or a 401k. The earlier in your life you start investing in those retirement accounts, the better off you are when you get late. So kids, if you're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 26, 27, get your money. If you're working for a company that has a 401k, get your money into that. Do a Roth 401k, by the way, if you're in America. If you're in other countries, I'm sure they have retirement accounts as well. Get your money into those retirement accounts early. The power of compound interest over 40 years, you won't even believe what's going on. You're going to be a millionaire. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. I'm just telling you, IRAs, 401ks in America, I don't know what they are overseas, but get it in those retirements account early. It's the same thing for a Hyena Bomber. Invest early and invest often. I'm not unlocking this. This account right here this is purely a Jabba Rush account. I probably would and should be. Otherwise, I'd be investing in the Hyena Bomber. And that's what I gotta say. Don't look at ships and say it's too big an investment, I'm not gonna do it. Look at ships and say it's a big investment, I gotta get started early. That's what you do. I've always got 2 to 4 ship farms going on in my roster at all times on all my rosters. And there you go. There's your lessons. This is your beginner's guide to fleet for those doing regular farms, for those doing, free to play, for those doing hyperdrive. I appreciate you guys watching to this point. Let me know if you made it here. Each and every single one of you, you're all special people. And by the way, this Nooch Too Good screen is gonna have the wrong graphics on it. I forgot to copy and save it, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. Always remember, Nooch Too Good. And there it is. Go watch my Java free to play rush for you free to play guys. It's gonna help you out a lot.